Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Rabia Sana from BS Chemistry. Today my presentation topic is Faraday's first and second law of electrolysis. Now we start our topic. The objectives are definition of Faraday's first law and its explanation, definition of Faraday's second law and its explanation, definition of electrolysis, application of Faraday's law. Now we see the definition of electrolysis. Electrolysis is a process by which electric current is passed through a substance to effect a chemical change. The chemical change is on in which the substance loses or gains an electron. First of all, Faraday proposed two laws of electrolysis, which is known as Faraday's first and second law of electrolysis. This is Michael Faraday, who is born in 1791 and died in 1867. Now we see the Faraday's first law. In chemistry, quantitative law used to express magnitudes of electrolyte effects, first described by the English scientist Michael Faraday in 1833. In the first law, it is stated that the amount of chemical change produced by current at an electrolyte boundary is proportional to the quantity of electricity used. Now we see the explanation. If if m is if m is the mass or amount of a substance deposited or liberated, and I is the current in amperes which passes from t seconds, then according to the law, m directly proportional I multiplied by t, or m is equal to z I multiplied by t, where z is a constant which is called electrochemical equivalent of the substance. If 1 ampere of current is passed for 1 second, then m is equal to z. This means when 1 ampere of current is passed for 1 second, then the mass or amount of the substance deposited or liberated exactly equal to its electrochemical equivalent. The unit of the quantity of electricity is called coulomb. Coulomb is the quantity of electricity passed when 1 ampere current passes for 1 second. If Q is the quantity of electricity, then according to the Faraday's first law, Q is equal to I multiplied by T. The larger unit of the quantity of electricity is called Faraday. 1 Faraday is 96,500 coulomb. Now we see the electrochemical equivalent. Electrochemical equivalent of a substance may be defined as the amount of the substance deposited or liberated when 1 coulomb of electric charge is passed through an electrolyte. It is denoted by Z, and in its system units it is expressed in kilogram per coulomb. This is the diagram of Faraday's first law. Now we see the Faraday's second law. According to the second law of Faraday, the mass of different substances deposited or liberated when same quantity of electricity is passed through different electrolytes connected in series are proportional to their chemical equivalent masses. So far, we have learned that the mass of the chemical deposited due to electrolysis is proportional to quantity of electricity that passes through the electrolyte. The mass of the chemical deposited is not only proportional to the quantity of electricity passes through the electrolyte, but it also depends upon some other factors. This is the diagram of Faraday's second law. Every substance will have its own atomic weight, so for the same number of atoms, different substances will have different masses. Now we see the chemical equivalent or chemical weight. The chemical equivalent of a substance can be determined by Faraday's laws of electrolysis, and it is defined as the weight of the substance which will combine with or displace the unit weight of hydrogen. The chemical equivalent of hydrogen is thus unity, since valency of substance is equal to the number of hydrogen atoms which it can replace or with it can combine. The chemical equivalent of substance. therefore may be defined as the ratio of its atomic weight to its valency. Thus, chemical equivalent is atomic weight over valency. Thank you.